Hey everyone, Dom here, and in this episode of Cubase Secrets, I'm going to show you how to time correct guitars in 2 simple steps. This is a very efficient way to get recordings on the grid while maintaining the natural feel of the player. Let's get started. I want to start with the most simple way to quantize your guitars, and this is by using, of course, Audio Warp in Cubase Pro. So I have this funk guitar right here. And let's play it with a click track. So to be honest with you, to me this sounds very natural, this sounds very human, but sometimes you might want to be completely locked on the grid. And you can see that now, for example, we hear the click track and it's flamming against the guitar, especially here. So basically, all you need to do in order to correct this, if you're on Cubase Pro, is you just need to make sure that you have your Audio Warp Quantize on right here by clicking on this icon. And then the only thing you need to do is select a quantize preset, for example, 16th notes or 8th notes, and then just hit Q. In this case, we have 16th notes here. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to hit Q. And now you can see that the waveform moves. See? Before, after. Let's have a listen. So that's locked into the click track now. If you want to go a little bit more into the quantize values, you can go edit and then you can open the quantize panel. So here you can actually select a few things. Of course, we can select the grid type. I've set it to 16th notes, but I can even add a little bit of swing. So let's add a little bit of swing now. All the way. And straight. And of course here, if you want, you can even add soft quantize, which means it's not going to be quantized all the way. It's going to keep a little bit of this human feel to your recording if you want to do that. So if I activate this, I can choose the quantize strength. So 40% all the way to 100%. Of course, this means that if we turn it off and we turn it on, it's going to be the same. But maybe you want to add just 40% of quantize, for example. This is a little bit more human if you ask me. So it depends on what you want to do. Sometimes you might want to quantize 100% and have it completely locked to the grid, or you might want to use soft quantize. And now here's the best part. If you want to actually go ahead and dive into your audio and change your timing, you can actually do it. All you need to do is double click on your audio file and see, because we've added our Audio Warp Quantize, Cubase has created our Audio Warp hit points, which means that these can be moved around exactly how we want. For example, if I go here, I can just go and grab my free warp tool, and now I have full control over my timing. So now if I want, I can grab this chord right here and just move it maybe at this point. Maybe it's not going to make too much sense, but you get the point. So again, I can just go here before and after we move it. So you have full control over your timing. If you want, you can even delete some of these points. So if I hold Option or Alt if you're on PC, you can actually delete several points and have this section free, for example. And I can move it around if I want to. So you can really treat your audio like clay. You can actually mold it and shape it exactly how you want with audio warp. But I want to show you another example, something that's a little bit more challenging, because this has very defined transients, and of course it's easy to define where every attack is and move it around and all these things. But let me show you a different example. Let's take this acoustic guitar part, for example. So in this case, you can see, if I double click, that of course we have some defined transients, but there are some portions of the audio that are not very well defined. For example, this strum at the beginning. This shouldn't be quantized according to the transient. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, if I hit Q in this case and audio warp it in 16th notes, you will see that this might sound a little bit weird. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my human touch to do my time correction. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my hit points. And this is a little bit more advanced, but I want to show you all the different options. And I'm going to change the threshold. So I'm going to make sure that I only have the big hits. Can you see that? Just a little bit like that. And maybe I'm going to use my intensity here as well. Let's see. That's actually quite nice. And maybe I'm going to lower the threshold a little bit. So now that I've done this, I can ask Cubase to create my warp markers according to this hit point. So I'm going to hit warp markers. And if we go to our audio warp tab, now you will see that we have our warp markers created. Now I'm going to hit Q and let's have a listen. Okay, so as you can see, it did a very good job, but I can clean it up a little bit. So what I would do in this case, I would go here, and you can see that this chord is let alone, it's absolutely fine. It detected that this is the beginning, but maybe this part right here, it kind of misfired. So let's check it out. So maybe this one is supposed to be a little bit earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this audio warp marker and just move it a little bit so I can readjust it. Nice. And maybe this one, it missed it as well. So I'm going to make sure I correct it. There we go. So as you can see, you have total control over your hit points and your audio warp markers. But now let's take another scenario. Let's say we have two guitars, one pan left, one pan right, like I have here. Now, if I want to start correcting these together as a group, all I need to do is select the two channels by holding Shift. And then what I can do is I can move these selected tracks to a folder track. So now that I did this, I'm going to name these guitars. And now the only thing I need to do is activate group editing. So now what I can do is I can select both of them, hit Q, and I'm going to grab my free warp tool. And now you will see that both of these guitars can be time corrected simultaneously. So if I, for example, want to take this note here and move it around, you will see that the guitar on the left channel is going to be moved as well. If I want to add another point here, it will be added on the other guitar as well. So that means I can time correct both of these guitars at the same time. The only thing you have to remember is make sure you activate group editing and you should be good to go. This is going to be extremely useful if you record your guitars or any instrument really with multiple microphones, because you of course want to make sure that you correct them all at once, all the microphones at once. And if you have multiple microphones, I would also recommend that you use phase coherent audio warp. In this case, there are different guitar parts, pan left and right, so I don't need to use this. But if you had multiple microphones, that's what I would do. So there you go. This is how you can use a little bit of audio warp magic to get the timing exactly where it needs to be. Try it on your next recording session, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.